See, this is why you don't rip the tag off a shirt. Look at that. Damn near brand new shirt, man. Rip the goddamn tag off and fuck my shirt up. Shit, let me put that back. Wu-Tang Clan and American Saga Season 1 Episode 5 is in the books. This episode was nothing really special, but I did enjoy it. I think this is going to end up being one of those shows where when the season's over with, you can binge watch this shit like on a rainy day where there's really nothing to do and you just need something to binge watch. You can wrap up under the covers and just watch this shit. I think it's going to be one of those kind of situations. And not saying that it's a bad show, but just, you know, the pacing and the feel of it, it's just one of them shows where you can probably binge watch. But I thought this episode was alright. It shows how RZA now is really getting deep into this music shit. And now he has a hit record out on the street with Meth. I think his name is Shotgun on the show. But he has a hit record out now with Meth, Killer Hill, that's getting a lot of buzz on the street. And Dennis doesn't like this shit because where Dennis is from, you know, Killer Hill, he took that as a diss. Like they were dissing his hood. And he's like, yo, Bobby, man, like, dude, like, he's dissing us, man, and you cool with that? And Bobby's like, nah, man, it's hip-hop, like, it's cool. So Dennis goes and finds his own producer. Now, I don't know who that guy was. Maybe it's somebody that, you know, that's popular that I don't know about. Let me know in the comments. But he finds his own producer, makes his diss track. And I like that element of it, how they put the diss track element in this episode. Because, you know, growing up where I'm from, diss tracks were a thing, and this is back before anybody got killed over it. It's just like, you know, this person made it diss this person, and this person responded to it, and then, of course, us as the fans were listening like, okay, well, who murdered who on this album? You know, not in real life. So I like how they put that in there with the whole diss track shit. This episode is really also about Divine and how he's adjusting to life outside of prison. You know, of course, he took the deal where he had to say he was a junkie and, you know, he's vowing to straighten up or whatever, or did he plead insane? I forgot what it was anyways. But yeah, Divine cut a deal so he can get out of prison, so now he's in this rehab house, and he has to figure out his life now, and damn, where do I go from here? And I kind of related to that a little bit, because I think we all been in that situation where, you know, there's something that we did that we were good at, and then we're in a position where we can't do that anymore, or that, you know, our time is done doing that particular thing, and now it's like, damn, now what do I do? And that's the position that he's in now, because he was trying to build this empire, and before he went to prison, you know, he tried to pass that mantle on to his brother, like, all right, man, while I'm away, you got to hold it down and build this shit. But Bobby and D, they did their own thing, like, okay, we're going to sell to the white folks on Wall Street, so therefore there's no competition, no police, we can do our thing out here, and we making money. But that's just to put food on the table. But Bobby's, you know, big scope, his vision is this music. And Divine, his whole vision was to build a drug empire, and now that has crumbled. That's no more. So it's like he gets out of jail, and it's like life and everybody has moved on without him. The drug game has gone on, everything has moved forward, and it's like he's in a position where he's stagnant, like, damn, what do I do now? So I did appreciate that about this episode, because I can relate to shit like that. Not that I was into the drug game or nothing like that, but just of, you know, damn, like, what do I do now? I was talking shit before about your boy playing Method Man. What's his name? David East or whatever. Because to me, he just didn't look the part. He didn't feel like Method Man. But I will say, the scene where he was in the hallway freestyling with ODB, beatboxing, I was like, okay, he sounds like Meth a little bit. Okay, I get a little Method Man vibe in there, you know, when he's rapping. Now, as far as the acting part, actually playing the character, okay, I still have to warm up to that. But when he was rapping, I said, okay, he has a Method Man sound to him, cool. ODB, I guess, is still in his buffoonish stage. I'm hoping that as the show goes on, they show that other side of him, like I was saying in my first video, like, show the intelligent side of ODB, not just the, you know, oh, shimmy, shimmy, y'all, baby, I like it raw. I don't know what the fuck that was. I'm a huge Sopranos fan, so to see Big Pussy in the role as I guess a mafioso or whatever, along with okay, what was his name for the Sopranos? Oh my god, the guy that Tony stomped out, Coco. Yeah, I'm like, Pussy and Coco, two guys that Tony assassinated are on this show, And I'm sorry, I can't look at Coco without thinking about what Tony did to him when he... And that was fucked up, that song they played too, that nigger song. I was like, you know, it's crazy how I love Italian movies and Italian shows, but Italians do us so dirty in the movies and shit. Something must be wrong with me. I don't know. So y'all, that's really all I got to say about this episode. I thought it was straight. I'm looking forward to episode 6. I'm still not blown away by this show yet, but I'm definitely warming up to it. It is growing on me slowly but surely, and yeah, definitely, man. I mean, I can't say I want to see where this is going to go because any fan of Wu-Tang knows where this show is going, so there's really no suspense there, and that kind of takes away from my enthusiasm about it, but at the same time, I really do want to see how they execute when they do form into the Wu-Tang and they do form Voltron. I want to see how they execute. If they execute that well, then I might be pleased. But right now, it's slowly growing on me. So, y'all, that's my review for Wu-Tang American Saga, Season 1, Episode 5. What are you guys' thoughts on the episode? Did you dig it? Thank you for watching. As always, this is Rashad G signing out. See you in the next video.